fiery conversation with myself and the rest of my crew. They'll be joining us shortly. Um, it's hard to find good help and get these guys to be here on time, but hey, I have no choice in the matter. I have a production manager who is also my wife, and as you know, she is a warden in my life, keeps me on the straight and narrow. So here I am at 7 o'clock sharp. No quos, no woes, baby. I'm here at 7 o'clock. And I want y'all to sit back and relax and get ready for a wonderful show tonight. We're gonna talk about a few topics. If you have a topic that you want us to talk about and us to tap into, please feel free to chime in or text in or comment on the post itself. And my production manager will get the question over to me, and we'll get started with that question. Is that Big Reggie signing in with me?
Yeah, what's going down?
Hey, what's up, Reggie? How you doing, Bubba?
Oh, I'm hanging in there. How about yourself?
Oh, man, I can't complain. I'm laying back riding another Saturday night here in Houston, Texas, baby. Yeah, so how's your everything was good with you?
I'm still over here in the house trying to do the show.
Oh, okay. All right.
They was doing so much, she didn't really get to my scene yet. So I had to stop and start doing this.
Okay, well, make sure you find you some good light and a quiet place, and we ready to go. Who was that? Who else is that chiming in with us right there?
What's up, fellas?
Oh, that's
KJ.
Hey, man, what, you in the bed or something?
Nah.
We ain't trying to have no 976 show, man. What you doing?
Chiming in. What's going on?
You laying in.
Huh? No, I'm sitting there watching the game.
Hey, man, won't you sit up straight so we can see your whole face instead of just part of your face, brother? Part of the game that you playing.
Oh, boy.
Oh, you can't get yourself together.
Okay.
Yeah, that's much better, man. We not
man,
trying
shut up. Shut up and talk, boy. Shut up.
Hey, man, look here, man.
God, no. Ooh, about to get on my nerves, boy. About to get on my nerves.
Reggie, it's hard to find good help nowadays, man. Hard to find good help.
What's going on with y'all, man?
We're going to go ahead and get started, just us three.
All right.
The first topic I wanted to talk about today was, well, let's talk about these kids going back to school, man. What do y'all think about that? Amidst this COVID-19 situation.
It's funny that
Say again?
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Kay.
Now, it was funny you asked that because me and probably Wednesday or so of this week, me and this dude was talking to Greatface, the dude that DJ up there at Carol's. And me and him was chopping it up. It's like you really can't get grown. I mean, you got some of these adults out there out in these streets literally every day of the week, Monday through Sunday. They out ripping and running and hanging out, and you can't really get 30-something, 40-something, 50-something-year-old people to comply 3 days out the week. So, I don't know. I just look at it like how you expect 12, 13, 14-year-old kids to do what they're supposed to do.
Oh, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
I'm not a fan of it.
Hey, I'm not a fan of it at all. My thing is that right there, what you touched upon, KJ, was the biggest problem that I have with this situation, them sending these kids back to school. Now they're saying that these masks and the social distance, 6 feet apart or whatever is supposed to control COVID-19. Now, right. Explain something to you. You are not going to, like you said, these 12, 13, and 14-year-old kids, you're not going to get them to wear a mask all day long. They're not going to stay 6 feet apart. They're not going to wipe surfaces. They're not going to clean their hands,
right.
you know, with sanitizer and wash every surface afterwards. Man, look here. And not only that, Kate, my biggest problem is this also. We have so many mixed families that are living together. You got grandmothers staying with their daughters and sons and the grandkids. And these kids are going to go out to this petri dish, I call it, this lab experiment that they call the school now. And they contract COVID-19 or whatever and bring it home and give it to their elderly grandmother or elderly grandfather or elderly uncle or somebody. Now, it may not affect that kid, but it affects grandmother or grandfather to the point where it puts them in ICU and on their death with a respirator.
Right,
so I just don't agree that we should be trying to get these kids back to school. But you got to understand something. All this is being done because of economics. They want to get these kids back to school so they can get these parents back to work and this economy back to rotating like it should be going. Reggie, what you think about the situation? You got, I mean, you have you have more of a, let's say you got a dog in the fight because you got 3 kids sitting at home that are all school-age kids.
Yeah.
So what you think about the situation?
Well, you know, myself, I'm kind of leery of it. You know, right now my kids are being homeschooled, you know, for the first 3 weeks, you know, and I've been talking to teachers and trying to find out, you know, what kind of preparation y'all doing to keep these kids safe. Like you said, they're not going to not wear masks. You know, kids like to share stuff and, hey, man, let me see your mask. And, okay, I see, you know, and, hey, man, I don't know how this works, but believe me, I'm very scared. You know, the problem is a lot of these parents can't teach their kids nothing.
Right.
Now, that's another problem. I mean, your kids sitting at home not learning a damn thing.
Right.
You know, me, fortunately, you know, I have a wife that's very, you know, adamant about you learning your lessons. And, you know, and we get up every morning and we sit down on the computer and try to help them do what they need to do. And like you said before, I heard you say this before, JD, yeah, this is a long time since I've been to school, so there's some stuff I don't even know. I have to Google it. You know, like you say, how can you be dumb and you got a smart?
Hey, Reggie, me and you laughed and joked about this the other day when we were talking on the phone about you and them kids. Hey, KJ, not only are they homeschooling these kids, right? Now, what they did was they gave the parents 2 jobs. First of all, they made the parent a teacher. Now you're not getting paid for now.
Yeah, I was about to ask that.
And not only that, the second thing is, KJ, the parent has to go back to school because you having to relearn stuff so that you can help your child.
Yeah.
So sit you as a parent.
Yeah.
That's what I find myself doing right now.
Reggie, let me ask you this, Reggie. With that homeschooling.
Hey, KJ, y'all on Google now, man. He got the Google stuff himself.
When you homeschool, like say for instance, you helping them with something in algebra, you or your wife, and y'all confused about it, whatever. Is this somebody you could call that's associated with whatever program you're using, like a consultant or something?
Yeah, Tyrone.
It's called Google. It's called Google.
You can call Tyrone, but that's about it.
You get on your phone and you hit that microphone and you ask Google the question. They answer for you.
Yeah, I'm going to say you better get on Google, baby. Yeah, that is crazy to me, though, for them to not be, it's just ill preparation, man, for this situation, man, because, I mean, it stems all the way down from the head of our state, which is Donald Trump, all the way down to the school boards. They were not prepared for a situation like this, man, at all. We are dealing with a trial and error period, and I don't think that trial and error is something that should be, adhered to a situation that involves our children. You know, our young adults, our children, whatever, should not be put back in a situation, what do they call it? I don't know what you say. It's a dangerous situation. Put it like that. It's a dangerous situation to put these kids back into this school system right now. I think that we should let the kids sit out for a year, just do a homeschool for an entire year until they come up with some type of virus, some type of vaccination, some type of I said some type of virus, some kind of vaccine for this virus, and some type of definitive way to keep this from being spread. Because right now they don't know how it's even spread. All that, I mean, the mask was the first thing they can come up with. Wear a mask, but I don't know if that's even deterred COVID-19 spread, because you still hear about so many cases every day being new diagnosis.
Right.
I don't know what I'm just thankful and glad that I don't have any kids that have to go back to school and have to, put my household in jeopardy. So Reggie, we'll be praying for you, brother. And they work it out. I hope, that no harm befalls your household during this COVID-19 situation that we're dealing with. Who else do we have on the line? Is that
Kenny? I definitely appreciate it.
Country boy.
Oh, that's Kenny.
Hey, coronavirus should be over with, huh?
Huh?
What happened?
What? I said the coronavirus. I said the coronavirus should be over with, huh? According to Trump.
No. According to Donald, yeah. But every day.
What was that? Do either one of y'all remember what that virus or whatever it was that we had to deal with when Obama was in office? But he jumped on it so quick before he could even get over here and spread out. He was all over it. I'm talking about ASAP.
SARS.
Yeah. Whatever. I don't remember. That's probably what it was.
He set up a program. I think Trump got rid of that program. He set up to prepare for this.
Bill, he tried to he done tore it down just about.
As soon as he Trump tore it down. He defunded it.
Hey, man, you have to understand something. You had Obama, and then Donald Trump came in as the anti-Obama. Everything that Obama put together or tried to implement, Donald Trump's whole campaign was he was going to debunk and tear down everything done. And let me tell y'all something. All Donald Trump did was to show you the real true feelings of America, man. You got to understand something as a black person. White folks still hate us, man. That's just all it is to it. There is a inbred hate for black people. Now, let me explain something to you. They love us, but they hate us. It's like an abusive marriage. You get caught in it. You love your spouse, but you beat them.
Yeah.
And they stay there and take the beating. We have stayed here and took the beatings. We in a dysfunctional relationship with white society. We sit back and so many of us in our community, we still try to impress the white people. We still trying to be what they call accepted by white folks. You know what I'm saying?
I saw a quote about 2 weeks ago. It said, "Yeah, they love our culture, but they hate our people."
Right. Well, that's the truth. Now,
you know what it is? They love a lot of white people, even the ones that love our culture. I'm not gonna say all of them, because obviously this don't apply to every white person on the planet. But what comes natural for us is entertaining to them. In other words, rapping, hip hop. That's natural. That's just how it is in South Park, in Sunnyside, in Cabrini Green, in Brooklyn, in LA. I mean, the way you dress, the mannerisms, the fly terms we got, that's natural for us. But it's entertaining to them because it's something they can't do. That's just in our genetic, the way we talk, the way we dance. You know what I'm saying? It's just things that are natural for us, and they're intrigued by it because it's something that doesn't come natural for them. So they try to gravitate to that. It's like it's like these little 14, 15-year-old girls having babies. You want to have a baby, but you don't want to have to deal with the responsibility of having a baby. Right. That's how they view us. They want our culture, but they don't want to have to deal with the responsibility of dealing with us as a race. You can't separate the two. They go hand in hand.
Right. You're absolutely right. Well, the thing is, we have always
the same thing they like about us. They use against us.
Huh?
Say again, Reggie?
I say the same thing they love about us is the same thing they use against us.
Yeah, but mean echo.
Times, yeah.
Reggie, you got a mean echo in there where you at, so we having a problem hearing
you. Yeah, well, let me step out this room. It is kind of echoish in here.
Yeah, wow, you get a reverb like you got a auto tune or something in there with you. Reggie Payne or something.
Reggie Payne.
Reggie
I
Trout.
can't believe it. Ooh, she all on me.
Reggie Troutman.
Reggie Trout.
The OG, the originator. R.I.P. Roger, baby. R.I.P. That was a bad boy right there.
Oh yeah.
That was my group.
Yes, he did. Hurt my heart when I heard that boy died. Damn, by his own brother too.
Yeah. Didn't his brother kill himself after that too?
Yeah. Right after he killed Roger, he turned the gun on himself and shot himself.
Well,
yep.
If he ready to go, he should have just took himself, left Roger here, man. I can still be getting some new ideas and stuff, man.
You ain't lying. He hit it through the grapevine.
I don't know if it's family members, but they still have a group called Zap performing hits though.
Oh yeah, well, it's the group. It's just Roger's not part of. The group was Zap, and Roger was just, he was Roger Troutman. He was the headliner, vocals. But they still are able to do the music and do shows.
I'm gonna tell you what was bad.
What's that?
Me and my wife had went to see Turner Tom without Raphael Sadiq.
Oh boy, I know they was hard.
Wow. I know they. So who was singing lead?
I forgot the guy's name, but people got to walking out. We was at the Arena Theater. It's bad when the hometown act is better than the headline.
Right.
I was like, man, please.
Some of these groups, try to linger on without their leader, and it's out of pride and thinking you could do it without certain people. But man, your group was your group, brother, and you can't. That I tell people all the time, NWA was never the same after Cube left.
And see, that's why I had a lot of respect for Dr. Dre, because right before,
I said after Cube left and took his writing skills with him, NWA, man.
They said that Dre was talking about doing the NWA reunion back in like 93, 94. Supposedly had squashed the beef, but after Easy died, like Dre said, man, it just NWA just ain't gonna. I mean, you think of NWA, you think of Easy E. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It just ain't gonna work. It just ain't gonna work.
No, you're right. But that's just it just be that pride and that bickering, that money. Look, money make people start acting funny, man.
Yeah. And do you realize they all died in back-to-back years? Easy E 95. Pac 96, Biggie 97, and Roger in 98.
Yeah.
Talking about back-to-back losses.
The thing about it is, sometimes that success can ruin a group. You know what I'm saying? When y'all out there struggling together and trying to get it, you hungry for it. Y'all taking care of one another and looking out for one each other. But when all that money start falling in there, you think you getting $5 more than the person next to you, or they getting $5 more than you, all of a sudden there's some turmoil and strife.
Right.
That's just a lot of times, like I say, success will ruin a good group.
That's why I really got a lot of respect for Bobby Brown, because that scene on that New Edition documentary. He said he really said that to Ronnie. He said, "Man, look, before any of us was famous, we was all just some little knucklehead little partners running around Boston, Massachusetts." And
exactly.
he said, at the end of the day, whether we rich or whether we poor, we still family, man. And I really kind of felt it. I really kind of felt that boy right there.
Oh yeah, but you know, like I said, it's hard when you got all that money, fame, and drugs and women and all that clouding your head. You know, it's hard at that time. You know,
Yeah.
but like they say, hindsight is 20/20.
Yeah.
It's all crystal clear. You know, after it all went down. But you know, sometimes you go too far to go back.
Yeah, yeah. I seen that happen too.
Yeah, most definitely. But anyway,
sometimes.
Another Kenny Wayne, you got a topic you want to talk about this week?
Yeah, it's something I talked to you about before. Say we being a homeowner, I look at like how they saying we should go back and spend money with our black people, right?
Right.
So I look at like lawn work. I do my own. Like my neighborhood, you don't see nothing but Hispanics doing.
Right.
Growing up, there was a black man's thing. I saw a lot of black men cutting yards, doing for self. It's like we don't do nothing for ourselves anymore. We'd rather pay somebody else to do it. And I'm like, even my dad, I was like, Dad, I can come cut your yard and I'm gonna pay old boy to do.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, but when I was a kid, either cut the yard or he gonna lock up the bicycles or my mama gonna beat me half till I faint. But now, now it's like, what happened to some of the brothers where it's just like, man, I work 10, 12 hours a day in the heat. But if my yard need cutting, if something need done, I don't believe in paying anybody for something I can do.
Right.
You know, and I just think that's the problem. Then they say we don't save our money. That's frivolous spending to me. Hell, if I got to paint this room, I'm gonna paint this room.
Right.
You know, I'm not going to pay Hector to come in my house.
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this here, Kenny Wayne. I'm not. I admire you for that, brother, for cutting your own yard and all that other stuff you do. But I'm not cutting no grass, bro. It's too hot in Houston, Texas, and I'm too out of shape to be out there in the grass. I'm gonna be out there with that lawnmower running, passed out behind that mower. Ain't no sense in nobody has to come out there and pick me up off the ground. Cause let me tell you something. At my size, Kenny Wayne, a cat ain't. Hey, the first thing they gonna come knock on my door and tell my wife, "Hey, that big dude fell out there." That's like they can't pick me up. So let me tell you what I'm gonna do. Somebody,
wait, but he ain't said his name. He said that big dude fell out there.
That big dude fell.
I caught that.
Hey, look here. Let me tell you something, Kenny Wayne. Because let me tell you, I do a lot of things, right, to make other money. Money. Cutting grass ain't one of them. So guess what? I got a black man who actually came. I got a black dude that I found that cut grass, and he actually came and cut my yard today. And I had no problem giving that man that $35. You see what I'm saying? I'm not.
She's giving it to other folks.
I'm glad to have a black yard man. Like you said, it used to be our profession before them Hispanics took over. But we let them take over. Let me tell you something my dad told me a long time ago, Kenny Wayne. One thing about it, you ain't got to fire black people. You ain't got to fire them. Black people fire their damn self by not showing up, not being consistent.
Yeah.
So let me tell you something. And I got a black dude cutting my grass now. If he ever not show up or don't be consistent, his ass is fired. And I don't have no problem. Get my damn yard. See that? Well, we want people to spend money with us as business owners, but we don't want to do business. You see what I'm saying? We don't want to give people good service. We don't want to give people their money worth. You know, you have a lot of black business owners who fail and fail in their businesses because they don't take care of their business. You see what I'm saying? But let me tell you, I don't have no problem spending my money with you, but what I spent my money for. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So but a lot of black businesses have problems because they have a problem with their service, amount of service that they give people, and they want top dollar for let's just say for shabby work. And if you're gonna give me shabby work, don't expect top dollar for it. So I understand what you're saying, and you're right. I wish I could get out there and cut that grass every week like it need to be, but I'm just gonna be honest with you. That son and me, these folks don't get along with one another at all.
But I can dig that.
Yeah.
But like I say, my pops, he paid the dude. But my dad, you know, that's just the son of me saying I come cut it. He got the money to pay for it. See what I'm saying? But it's just me being this boy. I say, man, I come cut it. You can save that money. He's like, nah, he good.
Hey, but, man, you probably worried about you messing his yard up.
My old man the same way though, Kenneth Wayne, because when I first came home from jail, I was cutting the yard and this and that and other, but he was still paying the Mexican landscapers every week even though they wasn't cutting. When I found that out, I just stopped cutting and I asked him, I'm like, well, man, if you're gonna still pay them, you know, I'm just gonna let them get it. He said, well, I did that because it's gonna be a time where you're not gonna be able to cut it.
He know you was gonna,
and I don't, huh?
He knew you was gonna quit on him.
No, I wouldn't call it quit, but he know we'll be traveling for work or whatever. He said it's gonna be some times where it need to be cut and you just not available.
Right.
Then I'm gonna have to run them down or run somebody else down to do it. So I'd rather just go on and keep paying them. And it kind of made sense, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, it made a whole lot of sense. Considering you ain't cutting it no more. Because he knew you were gonna quit on him. You gonna have to do something else. You weren't gonna cut his yard forever. He knew that.
Say, man, I ain't gonna lie. If I wasn't on such a budget, I would pay somebody to cut my yard too. I cut my yard in phases. You know what I'm saying? I might get the front one day and half of the back the next day and half the back the next day. You know, so that's how I'm doing it because I can't get out there and do it like I used to.
Reggie, I'm glad you brought that up. That's why I don't cut my yard, because by the time I finish cutting my yard, it'll be time to cut it again. By the time I get through with the backyard, the front yard be the grew back up hell. So I just go on and pay somebody and get it over with. I can go out there and enjoy my yard and be through with it. Yeah. Bro, let me tell you something. All the iced tea and water and lemonade and all that my wife bring out there wouldn't help me with all that sun out there. So I just choose to just get my little $35 together and wait on old buddy to come, and him and his crew take care of it within 25 minutes, 30 minutes, and they gone on about their business, and we both happy.
Yeah,
it's good when you're paying for good service, but
right,
that's great actually when you're paying for good service with your own people. I'm just saying, because
I have to find a brother who seems to be a diligent, and he gives me a good service, and he is diligent about being here on the day that he's supposed to be here. So I'm cool with it for right now. But like I said, the old man always say, you ain't never got to fire no black people. We'll just stop showing up. We fire ourselves. So I hope this don't happen with him. But I'm always look, like KJ Daddy had a backup plan. I got one too, because I ain't getting out there. My wife tried to get me to go buy a lawnmower. I told her, you got to be crazy. I'm not going to buy no lawnmower. Let me tell you something, Ken Wayne. Why set yourself up? Why would I go buy a lawnmower and I'm going to end up behind? No, I'm not doing it. I'm crazy. I got good sense.
I told my wife I can't wait till my grandsons get old,
I'm telling you.
so I can put them out there. But by that time, I hopefully we have some land by 2 acres.
Right.
I'm gonna have me a ride lawnmower, and I'm gonna get them the lawnmower without the motor. They
Right.
can't use the blower. They got to sweep leaves and everything. I'm be sitting out there in my
Not to
bill.
leave it to Beaver lawnmower.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
He's not to
She
leave it
got
to Beaver
mad. She gonna do
lawnmower.
my grandbabies like that. She got enough feelings.
Let me tell you something, Ken Wayne. My daddy, after I was 12 years old and I was taller than the bar on the lawnmower in the back,
Yeah.
my daddy never cut the grass from the time I was 12 years old till he died. Because after I left college, my dad asked me when I was packing up to go to college, he said, "Hey, you got everything packed?" I said, "Yes, sir." He said, "No, you don't." He said, "I ain't see you put that lawnmower in your bags. You take that lawnmower with you so your mama don't think I'm gonna get out there and cut that grass." My dad went to college and they still got the same yard man. Right now, today. Bruh, my old man was not cutting no grass. Nah, he wasn't finna cut no grass, bro. He never cut grass from the time I was 12 years old until he passed. But anyway, enough about that situation. Hey, look here. I want to ask y'all a question. We hear the mantra, Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter. We hear that, see that all over the internet and all that stuff. Black Lives Matter. Okay, I understand Black Lives Matter. But how in the world do we expect white people to take us serious talking about Black Lives Matter and we steady killing each other in the hood every damn day? How do we expect people to take us serious when we don't give a damn about Black lives in our own neighborhood? You have 40, 50 people getting shot in Chicago in a weekend. You got numerous people every day on Fox 26 News right here in Houston. But you know, all the different news channels of murders being happening right here in the hood. We killing each other steady, day by day, brother on brother crimes. We steady robbing each other houses. We steady shooting each other, killing each other. How do you expect white people to take us seriously with a movement talking about Black Lives Matter when Black lives ain't matter to our own damn people? What do y'all feel about that situation? Hello?
Well, I look at it like this here, JD.
The hell happened? I mean, y'all, hold up. Y'all some educated brothers. I know damn well y'all.
How I feel about it. I think Black Lives Matter is a good move. But like you say, we don't care about our own selves. So why should the white folks care? Even if we wasn't killing ourselves, doing what we were doing ourselves, it still wouldn't matter to them. Because they don't care for nobody but themselves in certain aspects. Now, I think as far as the movement go, I'm with it. What's going on in the neighborhoods, me and my daddy had a talk a couple of months ago. And he was like, you know, everybody was reporting all these murders. He said, but growing up, the difference is that thing we holding in our hand, they didn't have. He said they was killing people then. They was finding bodies at rampant rates. He said, but you only had 2-3 news stations. You know, right. He said it was bad then, it's bad now. The world turns on the axis. So what's been going on in the neighborhood, that where he grew up in Third Ward, they was middle class. But like down in the bottoms,
right?
That's what they did. You know, you found bodies. You let her have 5-10 killings in one weekend. But you didn't have nobody reporting it like it is now.
Right. Well, the thing is, everybody, like you say, everybody got a cell phone now. So it's been the same things that are going on nowadays have always been going on. But like you say, everybody got a cell phone and everything is recorded now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that, to me, that's good. The only thing bad about it, the police could be dead to the wrong.
Did you take care of it?
And the police could be dead to the wrong, and they don't get punished.
Right.
But you let one of us go out there and kill somebody. We go to prison. They could have the same footage the police had of them killing an unarmed black man. Now I go kill an unarmed black man. I'm getting 99 years. He going home to his wife with pay. That's the only thing I don't like about what's going on right now. That's why that's how I look at the Black Lives Matter and what's going on with us. Because Black Lives Matter is good, but it ain't the best. Like far as the organization go, everything have holes in it.
Right. KJ, what you got to say about that, Bubba? What you think about it?
I think we got somebody just came in.
Oh yeah, that's Sam. That's one of my partners, Sam. He joined us, man, tonight. He just came in a little late. I didn't know if he was gonna make it on the show tonight or not. So that's why I didn't miss it. But yeah, that's Sam. Sam, this the guy, and Reverend KJ at the top.
All right.
Sam, what we were talking about, let me just to speed on what we're talking about. I'm talking about Black Lives Matter movement, but we keep hollering about Black Lives Matter, but we steady killing each other in the hood. So how can we expect white people to take us seriously, a movement seriously, and we don't even treat each other right? So KJ is about to give us his opinion on this situation. And then I'll come back to you, Sam.
What's up, my brother?
Right.
First of all, just a statistic for you. I think it was about a month and a half, 2 months ago. Me and this guy looked it up. It was like 83% of white. I think it was 83, somewhere around there. Percent of white people that are killed by other white people. So let's chew on that for a second. First of all, secondly, when you have a narrative, when I say you, I'm talking about the media, the government, the slave catchers, police. When you have a narrative, you do everything to perpetuate that narrative. If your narrative is that black people are bad, the ghetto, the thugs, you're going to do everything through the news and through the media to continue that narrative. Are black people killing people in the hood? Yes. White people killing people too. Just as big a rate, if not bigger. But you don't see that on Fox. First of all. Second of all, to me, when you force over a 400-year period a group of people into small condensed areas, you deny them of their day-to-day needs, you deny them of financial resources, you deny them of economic resources and programs to better their circumstances. You have the conditions that you have in the Dead End, in the Cabrini Green, in Marcy Projects. You have those type of conditions because of what you do to them on a day-to-day basis. And these are things that happen when you, it's a saying I heard a long time ago, oppression leads to depression. And they say depression, but it really means all kinds of mental issues. Are the brothers that's out there killing other brothers wrong for that? Of course, definitely. I believe. And if they caught, they go to court, they'll have their day in court, and it'll be dealt with. But what I am saying is you can't, and when I say you, I'm not talking about anybody here, I'm talking about white America. You can't, number one, you're trying to deflect on what the real issue is. And the real issue is to get y'all to acknowledge the fact that we are an entity. And us, black people. Number one, that's why when that comes up, that's a deflection of what the real issue is. Number two, to me, it's like you done messed over black folk for 400, 500 years, and the conditions that we have in the hood is a byproduct of that, but now you want to look back and say, y'all wrong for that. We are how we are. We are the way we are because of what you've done to us. And when we've tried to branch out, when we do have people that actually make it out the hood and become a success story, y'all do everything y'all can to defame them, i.e. Bill Cosby, i.e. everybody else. Either you run their name through the mud or you kill them. Or you try to find something to smear a black person. So it's like, what route do we take? Everything we do is under a microscope. And to the point to where
not only
broadcast it the wrong way.
Not only what you're saying, but you have to understand something. America is built on victimizing black people, period. Our entire government, culture, our entire just the American way of life has never ever benefited black folks. So that's why I didn't understand when the hell Donald Trump was talking about make America great again. When the hell was it ever great for black people? It ain't never been great for get off the damn ship. So this America has never been great for the black man. We have been victimized and used for economic gain. You got to understand something. America got 400 years worth of free labor to jumpstart the economy and the economic growth. That's what the free black labor that was made in America for cotton picking and all of that, the cotton products and all the other different things that were produced on the plantation, put America ahead of the economy of the entire world, just off the black folks. So we have never, you have never had it great in America as a black man, as a black society. We have always been the bottom of the barrel. We were from the first time we got that we got over here. So I don't understand what they're talking about, make America great again. But I understand what you're saying too in a lot of aspects. But we cannot ignore the fact that we have a lot of sicknesses in our own community that we need to start dealing with first before we can expect white people to accept us and to help us out in our causes. Sam, you got anything you want to say about this situation, brother?
Well, you know what? Let me say it like this. Black Lives Matter. I like what they're doing. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
And
I can't hear Sam at all.
You can't hear me?
You can?
I don't think he can hear you, Sam. I can hear him.
You can hear me, right?
Yeah, I don't think JD can hear you though. You can't hear him, JD? JD.
Yeah, I can barely hear you, KJ.
Oh, damn.
There's something that went wrong on my end.
I can't hear nobody now.
I don't think nobody talking.
Oh.
Trying to let them get it. If you want to keep rolling, though, we can fill him in, though, if you want to.
Well, I would say it like this. When it comes to Black Lives Matter,
we'll fill him in, Sam. Sam.
Huh?
Sam. You can keep going. We'll fill him in.
All right. See, now I can't hear you.
No.
Hello?
I was listening.
Can you hear KJ?
I was listening to you.
Check. Radio check.
You can't hear nobody either, Sam?
Y'all keep going.
I think it's just me and you, Sam.
It's going in and out.
I can hear all y'all just fine.
Now,
well, JD gone for a second.
I can hear you now.
Can you hear anybody, Killer?
Yeah, I can hear y'all.
Yeah, I ain't having no problems on my end. But now I was saying that because it's like, huh? I think he's trying to get his microphone fixed. But now that kind of, it's like.
Well, you know what? Black on black crime is not new. It's been going.
Hey, I'm back.
All right.
Now, and this is what I think personally. Since Black Lives Matter started, the media and the white people, they're threatened by Black Lives Matter, right? And what they're showing, the police brutality and everything. And they got to bring up something to the
Let me explain something to you. Let me explain something to you, Sam.
And that's black on black crime.
let me explain something to all you brothers, man. Do you know that white supremacy is a way of life for white people? They have been violent everywhere they've ever stepped their foot on a piece of land. They take it over with violence.
And
Period.
that's
and
what they do.
Let me explain why black men are so feared. I'm just say feared by the white community. Because the thing about it, Sam, KJ, Kenny Wayne, let me tell y'all something. The sperm that is in your body can end white folks. It can it can make them extinct. You want me to tell you why? Because we have black men can reproduce. Only thing a white man can reproduce is another white child. But he has to get with another white woman to do it. A black man, whatever he touches, it's black. So you see what I'm saying? So any of that baby batter that y'all pass out can get rid of white folks. They see it as an extinction. And we are a threat to their very existence as a race. White people, if we keep on intermingling, having babies with them, they will soon become extinct. There will be no white people on the earth, and they know that. So they are actually fighting for their own existence, and they fight with such treachery. White people will kill and destroy anything that they touch. They have done that all over the world. There's documented that they are everything that they've ever touched, everywhere they've ever stepped their foot on the land, they bring turmoil and chaos and destruction wherever they've ever landed. So you have to understand the animal that you're dealing with in a white person.
Now look at the irony in what you just said.
What's that?
Their very existence is predicated by violence and destruction, yet they want to bring up black on black crime.
Well, that's the trick of the enemy, brother.
That's what I'm saying. I'm agreeing with you. That's what I'm saying. Your very existence, everything that you've accomplished, you've gotten through chaos and turmoil.
Right.
Yeah, you want to ask black people about black on black crime. That's part of your DNA. That's what I'm saying. I'm talking about them.
Ourselves and each other. White folks have taught us to hate ourselves and each other, and we steady perpetuate that hate all the time in our own community. We can't even get together and get things done because we don't trust one another. We don't like one another. We still have dark skin against light skin situations. We still have, Negroes who think they make $20 more than you a week. They think they're on a high pedestal. You ain't on their level. We still have that divide and conquer syndrome that they put in our society to Willie Lynch laws. And Willie Lynch was one of the greatest slave masters, and he taught other slave owners how to treat their slaves and how to keep them separated. And how you think 5 white people on a plantation oversaw 150, 200 black people? They had to keep them divided. They could not let them join forces and get together. So they had to come up with schemes on how to keep us divided. And we have stayed divided ever since the plantation. So that's part of the biggest problem right there. We perpetuate our own hate, and we even have racism amongst our own people. We racist against each other. White folks don't have to be that racist to us no more. We'll be racist to one another now. We'll take care of it. It's on autopilot.
Did you ever hear back from that dude about the baseball team? He ain't never get back with you, huh?
What's that?
The brother over there about the baseball team with the 4-4.
But no, I never heard nothing else from him. But like I say, you ain't got to fire black folks. They fire themselves. Hey, Sam. Go ahead and what do you, how you feel about this? All that noise in the
Hello?
yeah.
So,
Is that
can y'all hear me?
phone? I can hear you.
Hello?
KJ, I can hear you, man. K,
I can't hear.
Sam.
I don't know if y'all can hear me, but I can't hear nothing.
Yeah, you might have to go out and come back in.
No.
Talking about KJ. KJ said he can't hear nothing. Just like I couldn't hear nothing earlier. Kenny Wayne, can you hear me?
Yeah, hear you loud and clear.
Okay. Sam, can you hear me? Sam must can't hear me either. But anyway, huh? What? I mean, I asked Sam a question. How is he going to answer it if he knew it? Hello? Sam.
Going back to, if you can hear me, going back to what you were saying about how black folks treat each other. This goes back to slavery, man, and they taught us to be like that. Yeah.
Yeah, we were taught to hate ourselves, man. So when we got over here as slaves, the first thing they did was strip of our identity, our history, our own religion. They stripped us of everything. That is the only way that you can control a person for sure, is to strip them of all knowledge of who they are or who they were, and then you feel the identity that you want them to have. You tell them who you want them to be. And that way you will always control them.
I'm back. I can hear y'all fine now.
Yeah, I know. You had to switch off and come back on. That's what I had to do too. I don't know, some kind of glitch that happened inside the app. But like that, you know, we have been victimized since we got off the boat over here the first time. You know, that's just how it works.
Right.
We have never recovered because it wasn't designed for us to recover.
No.
You got to understand something. We were brought here for economic purposes only. We were considered property. We were only here for the advancement of white people, economic advancement of the entire country, because they you know, they used all the textiles, all the cotton, all the sweet potatoes, all of the potatoes, all of the just the farming that we did for free, and you know, for America was sent out in export to gain money back to the United States. So they got 400 years worth of free labor. If I can get 40 days of free labor around my house, my whole household would change. You know what I'm saying? So imagine 400 years of free labor to set up an economy. Yeah, you ain't never supposed to go broke again. And that's what has happened in America. See, America owes black people. I don't know how they would even start reparations, to be honest with you, brother. As much money as they really owe us for the free work that I did. I don't even know how they would even measure that, to be honest with you. So that's how I know reparations would never happen in the United States, because they don't even know where the hell and how much to start paying us. You know what I'm saying? And you best believe something like that will be under close scrutiny before they ain't gonna just pass. I know they don't even want to give us a little ragged $1,200, and that they trying to get that to everybody. So you know they sure ain't trying to pay no black folks. Okay, they don't want to give you the extra 600. They don't want to give you 1,200. They don't want to
He
give you nothing.
said it's over raggedy 12.
Like they gonna look. They act like that was some life changing money, man. You know what I'm saying? They treat that.
It helps some people out, but bro, wait something, man. They act like they giving us a king's ransom or something, man. But
Let me tell you something.
that's a month worth of bills.
This how crazy I know our government is. There was a white guy who said that they stopped giving people $600 a week because they were paying people more to stay off work than they were to go back to work. Then he said that $1,200 a family can live 3 months off of $1,200. What damn family you know can live 3 months off of $1,200 damn dollars? And if they do,
basically saying you can live off $400 a month. Man, you tripping.
Where? See that? You know what? That come from that white mentality of them ultra rich white folks who don't even know how much a gallon of milk actually costs.
Man, just my rent, Wi-Fi, and phone bill a month more than that.
Exactly.
Shoot.
Yep, I can understand. Believe me,
that bill. He tripping.
That I mean, it helped, but it wasn't no like money.
Yeah, it helped. It helped. I mean, and you know, I appreciate it, but don't you act like I'm indebted to you because you gave me $1,200. And truth be told, that's really the money that we work for.
Right.
That's taxpayer money they're giving back. But what's crazy is I saw, and it may have been the same politician you was talking about, just talking about JD. It was a politician said we don't want the public to get comfortable with not working.
Right.
So that's why but all the money off the top, when they first released the funds to the public, the folks that do the least work, the trillionaires, got the most of it. Exactly. They're not out here pushing shovels and driving 18-wheelers and teaching classrooms. They got their money from their daddy, and their daddy got it from their daddy, and their daddy got it off the backs of slaves. So they not working, but you giving out. Why would you give during this pandemic? Bill Gates has either earned or been given, my bad, not give in, $17 million as bailout money, $17 billion, my bad, as bailout money. Bill Gates was already worth $88 billion before he got that money.
Right.
Joe Blow got a family of four.
We can talk about this until we blue in the face. It ain't gonna do nothing this week.
Yeah, my bad. Yeah, I see the time. I feel you.
We're gonna get back to this, man. But hey man, we got 2 minutes. I appreciate y'all coming on the show with me tonight, man. And we got some we got work to do, man. But look here, Kenny Wayne, go ahead and sign off.
Well, this Kenny Wayne, the resident of Country Boy. It was good seeing y'all. Hope y'all have a great and blessed week. Keep in touch. And to the people out there in Radio Land, y'all be safe and have a good Sunday at church or wherever you watching church at.
Right. Appreciate you, Kenny Wayne. Go ahead, KJ. Sign off, baby.
Man, this is KJ. Once again, fellas, it's always good seeing y'all like this, having these grown folk conversations. But yeah, like you just said, JD, man, we got to get it together, brother.
Yeah, we've
done it before, and we can do it again.
Amen. Amen. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this JD signing off for JD's Mancave, man. Look here, I appreciate you fellas coming on the show and chiming in with your good information, insight. Like I said, man, we are black men educating black men, man. So that's what we're supposed to be doing, baby. So let's get our game together and let's step up in the hood this week, man, and do something to better our communities, brother. So I'll see y'all next Saturday. We'll be right back here, man. Y'all have a good week. Holler at me if you need me, baby. All right, JD. We'll see y'all next time. Appreciate you.